Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, folks, welcome back. We are doing today interpreting pie charts with my student here. Okay, question number 2 says the pie chart shows the number of passengers flying from London to Miami on one afternoon. 1,800 passengers in total flew this route on the afternoon. Find the number flying Virgin, American Airlines, British Airways. The plane used by Virgin is a Boeing 747 seating 370. What percentage of the Virgin seats were occupied? So them are the questions that we have at the moment. Now, in this question here, do we need to draw the pie chart? The answer is no, because the pie chart has been given to us. So here, the question isn't about drawing the pie chart, it's getting the information off the pie chart. That's why it's called interpreting pie charts. So let's get hold of a pen. So I'm on pencil line mode. Okay, question. So what we do first of all is this. We look at the key information. It says there 80. Can you see with the mass is moving there? Can you see that there? So we have the key information that we have 1,800 passengers in total. Okay. So that represents our pie chart. It's a bit kind of like an egg. Yeah, but let's just assume that's a circle now. Okay. Let's make it a bit more like a circle. That's better. Okay, now let's actually select a circle. Do we have a circle here? Where's our circle gone? Okay, that will do. Try and make a circle as possible. Right. So 1,800 people have been represented on the pie chart. So the question we need to ask you is, how many degrees do we have on the pie chart? How many degrees? 360. So 1,800 people have been represented amongst 360 degrees. So we need to now be able to work out, what are we trying to work out? The value of, where do we start this question? Okay, come on, give me an idea. Do we start with the people? Do we start with the degrees? We start with the degrees. Why do we start with the degrees? Because the question has started, look over here with the masses. This question has started with degrees. So we need to change degrees into people. Right. Now we need to work out what each degree is worth on the pie chart in order for us to then work out how many people are in each section of the pie chart. So we start at the degrees because the question starts with degrees in the diagram. We need to go from 360 to 1 degree. So how do we get from 360 degrees to 1 degree? What do? We divide it by 360. And what we do on the right hand side, we do on the left hand side. So if we have 1,800 and we divide it by 360, what will that give us? Okay, work that out, what will that give us? So if you want to, you can do a little bit of cancelling. So you divide that by 10, you divide that by 10. So you have 180 divided by 36. Okay. Now, if you divide 18 by 18, that'll give you 1. And 36 by 18, that'll give you 2. So you're left with 10 over 2. So 10 over 2 will give you an answer of 5. Okay, so the actual answer here, I've actually got the 2 in the way. Just give me one moment while I get rid of this 2 here. I'll put the 2 somewhere else. So the answer is, oops, got that away. So the answer here is 1 degree stands for how many people? 5 people. So that was 2, the 2 on the side. Okay. So what we worked out here in a sense is what? This is our multiplier. The question says they find the number flying Virgin. So we go over here now. So we got 2A. So the Virgin flight, or the Virgin Airlines. So what was the degrees of Virgin Airlines, Amina, on the diagram? 65. So at 65 degrees is represented by the Virgin flights. We know that each degree is worth how many people? It's worth 5 people. Okay, so 65 times by 5. Okay, right, let's get a calculator. Okay, right. Okay, right. So do you get? Let's have a quick look. So 65 times by 5. So we get 325 people for Virgin. Okay, so what we've done, we've worked out what each degree stands for. Now we're working. So what about the American Airlines? So let's work that out. So how do we do that? So the American Airlines is represented by how many degrees? 58. 58 degrees times by 5. Each degree is worth 5 people. So we have 58 times by 5. And that will give us an answer of 290 people. Okay. The next one says British Airways. Oops. Now, British Airways, now at the moment, if you look at the diagram, what's missing from the British Airways? The degrees. So, can we do the question? So, what do we need to do first? Work out the number of degrees. Now, how would we work out the number of degrees? What do you need to do? And minus it from 360. Or we can do like this 360 degrees minus them all. So 88 minus 65 minus 58 minus 53 minus 54 will give you the angle for British Airways. So we get our calculator and we type all that in. Whoops, I said 360. 360 minus 88 minus 65. Whoops. Minus 58. What did you get? Minus 50. It's giving me wrong numbers. Okay, 88, 65, 58, 53. I missed that 53. Okay, and then minus 53 as well. You got 42. Same here. So now you know the British Airways is worth how many degrees? 42 degrees. So we get our 42 degrees. And we multiply that by 5 people. What do you get? Okay, 42 times by 5 won't give. You mean 210? 210. Yeah, 210. That's okay. So the answer is 210 people. Okay. So now what we should have done here, we got some answers now. If you want to, we can go, or we can. Okay, right. So here's first answer. Here's our second answer. Here's our third answer. So we've done the Virgin flight. We've done the American flight. And the British Airways, this one here. Okay, now, what's the next question saying? It's saying the plane used by Virgin is a Boeing 747, seating 370. What percent of the Virgin seats were occupied? Are you happy with what we've done here so far? I need to wipe that page. Yeah, wipe that page. Go for new page. No, don't save that. So we have 370 seats, okay, in the Virgin plane. How many people went to Virgin? I've just delete my page. Can you tell me how many people were on Virgin flight? How many? No. Well, we just worked out. Okay, so there was 325 people on the Virgin flight. So we've been told there are 370 seats in total. So there's 370. Okay, let's write down seats in total on that plane, and 325 Virgin. Okay, right. Let's change this flight into passengers. Right, so it goes work out the percentage of Virgin seats were occupied. So what do we say for this question here now? What do we do? So we say 325 out of what? 370. So that was the fraction of the plane occupied. Had to change into a percentage. We have to multiply the fraction by over 1. So that's the calculation that we need to do. So we do 325. It's giving me different numbers. Replay. 370. Replay. Bring it back up. Time by 100. Okay, we're happy that 325 divided by 370 times by 100. We're happy with that so far. That's what we see there. Equals, and we need to press the. Okay, right. We need to convert back. It's supposed to be in math mode. Where's our SD button on this particular calculator? Here it is. Done. So what do we get? We get 87. Whoops, that doesn't look very nice. 87.8378 blah blah blah. But we need to give it to a nearest whole number. Go to the 1 decimal place. So here's 1 decimal place. We look at the next number, which is 3. Because it's less than 5, we leave it alone. The last digit. So the final answer would be 87.8% is occupied. That's the last but not least question about what this is the percentage of the Boeing 747 occupied. Percentage of the Boeing. Okay. 747, which is occupied. Okay, we're happy with that. We understand that. So we have 370 seats in total, and only 325 passengers on there. So 325 over 370 is a fraction of the plane that's occupied. To change the fraction to percentage time by 100, then we round up to 1 decimal place, give it some sensible answer, and now we have got our answer. And that's the end of question number 2, and that's where we end this video, and then we can try some questions.